Hey there, everyone, you sexy divas. I am ready to do tarot reading for you guys. But I'm going to do this reading and these three readings. And um, just so you know, obviously it's going to record so you can watch it later if you want to watch it later. So, anyway, I'm not going to dilly dally around too much. I'm going to jump in. And so we have three different readings and they are represented by three different words, Valentine's words: Cupid, sweetheart, and love. So if you haven't done this yet, please pick one of those words that resonates with you. So Cupid, sweetheart, or love. Pick one of those words, and then this is going to be your reading. Okay. So pick a word before you watch it, because that's cheating if you find out the reading you want. Okay, so we're going to start with Cupid, and I'm going to do three tarot cards, uh, kind of an oracle deck, and then this other deck. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's kind of a Ouija deck, which I really, really like. Anyway, okay. So for Cupid, this is your reading. So the first is the Four of Swords. Okay. The Four of Swords. Can you guys see that? Okay, the Four of Swords. So what this is saying, and by the way, I'm sort of reading a past, present, future, but very recent. Okay, like I'm really trying to read where you are at right now. It's January 2025. You know, where are you in your mind and body? Okay, so Cupid is getting the Four of Swords first, and what this is telling me is that you have been dealing with something that has made it very difficult for you to be active. It could have been health issues. It could have been family issues. It could be a love issue, a relationship issue. But something has made you just like you just needed to recuperate, really. And that you've been just dealing with this. And it could have been all year, all of 2024. Yeah, or it could be recent, but what you're doing is you're just now healing. Okay, you've just, and this is really kind of like this is kind of behind you, so you've been healing, you've been feeling this way, healing, recuperating, just sort of just in this feeling of like your energy was drained because of something. Once again, it could be health, could be relationship, it could be emotional, could be outside circumstances that surround you, all kinds of things. Okay, next card for Cupid is the it's the Eight of Wands, but it's upside down. So it's the Eight of Wands upside down. And so what this is that this means like kind of like what I was just saying. You're coming back. You're returning. You're coming out of it. So you've been dealing with whatever you've been dealing with. You've been feeling a sort of kind of way of just that hasn't been energetic at all. And you're now you're returning from it. It could even just be something as simple as the holidays are past and now you're coming back. But most likely it's something a little more complex than just the holidays. So you're feeling like you're returning, that you're trying to gather everything together. You're trying to gather it together to start whatever, okay, to begin or to get back to who you were or something like that. So you're returning, but you're still in the kind of gathering it together mode. All right, and then also, oh, sorry, this is the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands. So also, um, because of this, and this is kind of, this is sort of in the future, but when I say future, I'm talking real soon. Like this reading is not huge, big, gigantic span of time. This is maybe, you know, in the next week, next month, something like that. There might be a journey. You're definitely dealing with making quick decisions. And it could be making you be a little hasty, but you are, you're definitely got more energy. You're being more active. You're moving faster. You're trying to, um, you're trying to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, and you're trying to accomplish it fast. And it could be because you have been in that inertia state for whatever reason, that it could be that now you need to, or you think in your mind that you need to move fast, and maybe you don't really need to move quite as fast and make such hasty decisions. All right, and then as far as the oracle card, what it's saying is, it says your talents and gifts are calling you. And what I interpreted that is that you've got this, that you already know how to do whatever it is. You already have the talent. You already have the gift to do, to be or create whatever it is you're trying to be or create. And so what you want to do is kind of, you want to believe that and rest on that, and not be doubting yourself. Don't doubt yourself. So it would be easy to doubt yourself because you're coming out of this feeling of just, I can't do anything. But don't doubt yourself because you've got all the talent and the gift. And then the last suggestion that I have is, it talks about looking for signs. Look for signs. Use your intuition to make sure you're on the right path. So because of that doubt about your own self, it can also make you doubt if you're on even the right path, or you should be doing what you're doing or whatever. And look for signs that helps you feel confident in the path that you're on. Okay. All right. So that was Cupid. Okay. So the next reading is Sweetheart. Okay. For those of you who picked Sweetheart, here is your reading. All right. So for the Sweethearts, you have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is, it means that, and this is, I'm reading this as kind of what's already happened, you know, what's been. And you've been juggling a lot of balls in the air. At least two things, if not more than two things. And that you've been trying to be resourceful. You've been trying to do a good job with everything. It's very difficult to do a good job with multiple things at the same time. And you're trying to do that. And you may have started to realize that this is taking a toll, and that it might not be what you should be doing. But anyway, it is what you've been doing, is you're just juggling a lot of balls. You're just trying to be whatever you feel like you should be for all the people around you, or for whatever you are doing business-wise or creating. So the next card is it's the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And this is the card of wishes coming true. So that's good. and it's the card of realizing kind of your dreams, your happiness, like what you have been aiming for. And so what I feel like is, so far in the reading, what I feel like is you have been doing a lot of balancing and you've been juggling a lot, and that you really are starting, it's starting to become, you're starting to make it aware, like you're realizing what you're doing, you're realizing what you're asking of yourself. And so with this card, the wishes coming true, the high self-esteem, rewards, confidence, I think that, I'm not saying that you're going to go, okay, I'm not going to do any of that stuff anymore, but I think that you are, somehow you're going to kind of get out of that mode of juggling all of those things, that you are going to start to receive the rewards of all the work you've done, and you're going to look at it more intelligently, um, versus being the rat in the wheel. You're just going to start to reap the rewards, but you might not think, haha, I did it right the whole time. You might be thinking, okay, I'm starting to get good things. Let's take a look at how I'm doing this, because it feels like a lot. Um, and then the last card, this is still for the sweethearts, is the Fool. Okay, there's the Fool. And the Fool is all about setting out on your path and being kind of childlike and innocent. It's, you're not prejudging anything. You're carving your path, and you're just like la 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 la, happy to move along. And it's very fresh, it's adventurous, it's innovative, new, all of those good things. So to me, what it sounds like is you kind of were weighed down by all of those tasks that you were juggling, and you start to see some benefit. You start to see, wait a minute, maybe this is really maybe was the right thing all along, because you start to have these dreams come true, these wishes, and it makes you more confident to just go la la and just dance along the path, and um not be weighed down lugging a bunch of burden. Okay, so you're going to be kind of like, okay, this is working, let's go, and just be a little bit lighter about it. And the card for you, the oracle card, which is the mermaid here, is don't push the river, let it flow. What that means is go with the flow, don't fight what's happening. Okay, and the way it looks like what's happening is things are starting to work a little bit, and the way to be the fool, which is a good thing, by the way, the way to be the fool, it doesn't sound good, but it is to don't push the river. Just go, okay, I'm going to go with the flow and see where it carries me, and sort of have that attitude. And that's a good thing for you. And it goes right along with your, what I don't even know what these are called, but your Ouija reading. And it says youth, and it's telling you fresh ideas, a young person needs to practice everything. I mean, it's exactly like what the Fool would be. It would be just like, I'm going to go on this adventure, and whatever happens, happens, and I'm going to create new things, and I'm going to get great things from it, and I'm just going to innocently, let's go for it, go with the flow, and not fight it, and not be too heavy or analytical or analyzing over every single thing. Okay, so that's Sweetheart. So now the last group is Love. If you pick Love card, this reading is for you if you pick the Love word. And the first card is the is the Five of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, what this is telling me is, and this is kind of like something that's past, but recently, I'm not talking long past childhood necessarily. I'm just talking, in the past, 2024, um, is that you are, in a way, you've accepted defeat. You're saying, okay, I give up. This is just not right for me, or I give up. This is not, I'm not going to be able to fix this situation. This is, or it might even be, I give up. This is abusive. I give up. I'm being bullied here. The point of the story is that you're realizing, I can't fight this battle. I'm not going to win in this battle. I just need to leave the battle. And so that's how I feel, where you're at in 2024 is just this kind of eye-opening experience. And it probably didn't feel good, probably felt, shitty, but your eye-opening experience is that I can't win. I cannot win here. This all does not feel particularly good. I'm going to step aside. Okay, so that's what I'm getting in your first card here for the love. The second card is the Magician, but it's upside down. Okay, so the Magician upside down is, the problem is, and maybe you're having, hopefully you're having some sort of realization over this, because you've just had this situation where you're either walked away or got pushed out, or or whatever, but you were defeated in that situation. This card is a card of repeating mistakes, of just repeating mistakes over and over again, bad patterns. And it's very frustrating, and it also, because of that, you might question yourself or question your decision abilities, making decisions, because you get into these situations and you feel like it's a pattern. You're feeling like this is a pattern, and why am I doing this to myself? That kind of feeling. That's what the Magician upside down is. And it's blocking your creativity. You're having a hard time with it, thinking out of the box. You can't seem to think yourself out of this place that you're in, where in reality you can. I'm telling you, you can, but you think you can't. You can't. Your creativity is feeling blocked, and you're just like, I don't even know what to do. I don't trust myself. I don't even know what to do. So then, your third card is it's the High Priestess, also upside down. High Priestess upside down. And this card is, yeah, you're in a weird space, because what this is kind of the opposite of what I said about somebody else. Trust your intuition. You're having a hard time because you're trying to manipulate a situation. And I don't mean manifest. You're trying to manipulate it and bend it to something else. So your intuition is all wonky because you're not living in your intuition, into the subtlety of intuition. You're trying to make something be something different than it is, and so as a result, and that rarely works. I won't say it never works, because I have no idea, but it rarely works. And so you're in a position that, clearly I have a feeling you're not letting something go, even though you've got defeated and you just said, I'm not going to win here. And then you start distrusting who you are in your decision making. I feel like you're having a hard time because you are sort of biased over the situation, and you believe a certain thing so strongly, or you want to believe a certain thing so strongly, that you're not trusting you can't trust your intuition, because your intuition can't even get out. I will say, as a tarot reader, sometimes we'll say our ego got in the way. And what they don't mean ego like braggadocious. They mean our ego, our brain, our mind, that's not the higher mind, it's just the mind here down on earth, wants something to be something. And so when we're reading tarot, that it's tough when you're reading someone or you're reading certainly your own. It's very hard because your ego can get in the way, where you're trying to manipulate it to be something. And that's what I sort of see you doing here, is that you just want it to be something different than it is. And so you're just struggling with that still, even though, interestingly, even though it feels like you have, you walked away from something, or at least you realize you can't fight some battle. Okay, and so I had two cards pop out for you from the oracle deck, and the other one, first one's, and they basically are saying the same thing. First card says, listen to your intuition signals. They are real and will guide you in your right direction. And the other one is, listen to your inner compass. They're both basically saying the same thing. And so, and I just told you you're having a hard time trusting your intuition because you are trying to manipulate a situation. So in order to do that, it's very difficult, but in order to get to your inner compass, I think you're going to have to do some meditation to get there, because it's so hard to keep your ego out of it and just deal with your higher self, because you actually know what to do. We all know what to do. All of us know what to do. All of us know the right path. All of us can manifest anything we want. All of us can do all that stuff, but we don't do it because we're conditioned to believe we can't do it, so we don't do it. So in your case, I think you would be good to get some, intuition, or excuse me, meditation going, and maybe at night or something like that. And maybe doing some visualization of cutting cords, where you cut the cords that are holding you down, whatever they are, and you just visualize cutting them away. Don't get too crazy, because you can piss people off. They don't know you did it, but they know they're mad at you. And so be careful of that. But if you gently, cut the cord, say, I love you, but I don't need you right now, that kind of cutting the cord, be as gentle as you can. And it's not always a person. It can be a thing. It could be a job. It could be anything. But if you would cut the cords, I think that would start to help you actually be able to follow your inner compass. Okay, and then the last thing is a good message for you. It is grateful. It's telling you to count your blessings. And that actually is a great message. That might be better than cutting your cords, because when you go into gratitude and you count your blessings, and you really start to be feeling grateful about what is good and what you have and all that stuff, all this other stuff kind of starts to melt away, and you can definitely see the path that you should take. So gratitude, doing a lot of gratitude self-talk is really a good idea there too. All right. Okay, everyone. Thank you, ladies, so much. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Okay, thanks. Good night.